Johns. Bulls lost to the Grizzlies Wednesday night, 98-91 in Chicago. Their sixth loss in the last 7 games. That play is blocked. Alley-oop was fouled up by Lopez. Here's Rondo down court, and he is blocked by Wall. But the Bulls get it right back, and they score.
And Rondo's so good at that, stripping the ball, especially when a big man has his head turned.
Beal drives with a little contact. That's no good. Knocked out of bounds. Wizards ball. Mentioned Chicago a game behind Detroit. They also trail Miami by a game. They will return home to play the Jazz tomorrow night, then go to Toronto before heading back to United Center to face Detroit and Philly. And then they close out the month at Milwaukee and home against Cleveland. Wizards will be in Charlotte tomorrow night, first of a 2-game trip. And they'll finish that up on Monday in Boston. Beal on a step-back baseline, good.
So well. 12 consecutive 20-point games for him.
That is the second longest streak in the league, second to Kyrie Irving, who's got a streak of 17 games going with 20 or more points. Lopez lost it. He's in that lane a long time, shoots and scores.
He and his brother have a very soft touch. Many of those balls that they shoot around the rim and up around there usually drop in.
Robin Lopez now in his 9th year from Stanford. Here's Beal. This is a 3, and it's good.
He's doing an excellent job of setting his man up. That's called moving without the ball and running your man so you can get the separation without a lot of energy wasted.
Butler, he'll try a 3 and knock it down. Jimmy Butler, 15th in the league in scoring at 23.2 points per game. Shoots about 33% from long range. Here's Porter, the number 1 3-point shooter in the league for Gortat, and that's way short. Bulls by 2 early here in D.C. Steve Buckhantz, Phil Chenier, Chris Miller, our CSN crew. Washington tries to stop the 2-game slide, which started in Minnesota at the end of that road trip. Continued here Wednesday against Dallas. The other thing both those Lopez guys can do is knock down the mid-range jump shot.
Yep, they've got good range.
Beal got a little push, now gets it back, needs some help. Gortat cross court for Porter. Takes a very tough shot, and that's no good, but Smith, the rebound. Now Jason with a fake and drives. Off the glass, wouldn't go for it. And gets the steal. Boy, he is just so active.
Yeah.
Love his energy.
Yeah. Heads up play, though.
Wall for Smith. This time he gets a good look, and he knocks it down.
Feet underneath him. You can see him step into it. John timed it perfectly.
Beal got a little push, now gets it back, needs some help. Gortat cross court for Porter. Takes a very tough shot, and that's no good, but Smith, the rebound. Now Jason with a fake and drives. Off the glass, wouldn't go for it. And gets the steal. Boy, he is just so active.
Yeah.
Love his energy.
Yeah. Heads up play, though.
Wall for Smith. This time he gets a good look, and he knocks it down.
Feet underneath him. You can see him step into it. John timed it perfectly.
Beal got a little push, now gets it back, needs some help. Gortat cross court for Porter. Takes a very tough shot, and that's no good, but Smith, the rebound. Now Jason with a fake and drives. Off the glass, wouldn't go for it. And gets the steal. Boy, he is just so active.
Yeah.
Love his energy.
Yeah. Heads up play, though.
Wall for Smith. This time he gets a good look and he knocks it down.
Feet underneath him. You can see him step into it. John timed it perfectly.
Shouldn't worry about getting scored on. We've got to be a collective unit out here on the defensive end. All 5 guys engaged. We'll see if that'll be the case tonight against the scrappy Bulls too.
Buck, you can remember out on that West Coast, even those games we won after the games in talking with Scotty Brooks, still wasn't real pleased with the game. Happy with the win, but understood that giving up as many points as they were was not going to be a formula for success.
As you said, no fewer than 113 points in all 5 road games.
What's up, y'all? It's Daniel Chefu. I'm on the watch.
He starts the game off with a high number of assists, and Bradley Beal ends up with a high number of points.
Take a look at our John Wall Lexus update. The Wizards have played the Bulls 3 times against this season, and there are John's numbers. John has only played 2 of them. Remember, he missed the first one. And averaging 24.5 points, 6 rebounds, 11.5 assists. He committed that last foul, so he and Beal each have 1, and Jimmy Butler goes to the line.
And Buck, going back to that first game in Chicago that Chicago won, It was Jimmy Butler that had that 37-point game, 14 for 14 from the free throw line. He's one of the top players at getting to the line. So that's also going to be a factor for Washington to not allow him to just constantly take trips to the line.
He had an all-around good game. He also chipped in 8 rebounds and 9 assists. He was fabulous in that game. Bulls won at 106-95. Mirotic came off the bench in that one to score 17. He had 3 three-pointers as Porter misses. And a loose ball foul called on Chicago. Keith Morris had 24 points for Washington in that game, but he's not playing tonight. He's got an illness, Phil, so this is his 3rd game miss.
Might have been his best game, even though it was in a losing cause. 24 points, 15 rebounds. And he was really a bear around the glass against one of the top rebounding teams in the league.
Smith scored a field goal, another great pass from Wall.
Yeah, he had the shot himself. Jason Smith had a better shot. You notice he had to switch the ball to his left hand. He got bumped. So good reaction by Jason. Got to be able to use both hands. Look at that last-minute shovel pass over to Jason, and there the left hand.
Smith misses the free throw, but gets it back. So the Wizards have an opportunity with Wall firing and missing. Porter, the rebound, blocked out of bounds. So good offensive rebounding by Washington to start.
Yeah. You always hear people talk about those 50-50 balls, those balls that can go either way, either by way of rebound or just on the floor.
New 24-second clock. Here's Wall. Gortat in the paint with a left-handed hook that bounces out. Rondo around a screen. Baseline. Butler guarded by Beal, backing him down. Back to Butler with 6 to shoot. Gets a screen from Lopez. Now the screen roll. He waits. He's fouled. Scored the field goal. He'll go to the line.
I hope Jason's all right. That's a hard fall.
He's clearly in some pain.
Yeah. And you can see how he got tripped up. He was trying to bail out, knew that he was in a bad position. And Lopez, actually his momentum still carried him into Lopez. You can see him getting up, albeit slowly.
Lopez makes the free throw. Chicago comes in as the 7th best free throw shooting team in the league. And the Wizards lead is 1.